How's it going, everybody? It is time for the Fantastic Force Saga sale. I don't know what to expect. I think this one's gonna be a little bit smaller than, we got July 4th sale. I know that's not what it's technically called this year, in just like 3 or 4 weeks. So we'll see how big this is. We'll analyze it. Obviously, there'll be some Saga assets, or I think it's clear there'll be Saga assets, some really strong champions in the Saga. We're going to open it up. We're going to analyze. We'll take a look and see if there's a web store page too. We'll get that information out. And maybe talk about some of the best champions to use them. And if there's something I feel like getting that sounds like fun, there'll be an opening as well. What is up, Chop, Adam, Red Hat, Nick, United Hicks, Laser, Mr. V, Drops Getty, Stout, how y'all doing? Dre, what up, man? Messiah, Mr. Belding, Jolly Tinker, Maximus Z, and Riverman. I'm so hyped about the Titan reset. Me too, dude. Me too. We got like, what? It is actually go time. We're going to put the B-Rec back screen on. We're going to reset this game. And let's see what there is for sale, man. Let's see what there is for sale in this game. Like I said, pretty powerful champions in this Saga, and like new champions too, which I think is that's a thing, man. That's a thing. I think that's something for us to consider. I am not seeing anything in the web store. Pretty sure I got my dates right. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's a surprise. That's a surprise. You guys seen anything in the actual in-game store? I'm refreshing, so maybe yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing a platinum pass in the web store. What's up, Messiah? How you doing, man? MCoCH, what's up, dude? Go Birds, you got that right, Torrance. You got that right, man. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if let's see. All right, what's going up? I'm tired. All right, Hicks. I brought some energy for you, baby. Nothing on my end, as far as like nothing at all anywhere, or nothing in a web store. So let's go ahead and see this. We got, okay, here it is. So new double track. What's this? This is for Captain Britain. Geez, you know what, man? We can go over this a little bit today. I did my Do Champ video on her, and yeah, I covered it in the video. I think. Light essence. Okay, let people know you can trade them in for some 7-star crystals. I do like that. That's not bad. All right, so here is a Fantastic Force Saga crystal now available. You can earn the 7-star Mr. Fantastic at the end of the Saga, so that's cool. The nice chase champion. He's still solid. I think he's still solid. Obviously can make a team better for sure on his own. All right, so this looks like the kind of the rules of it. A special Fantastic Force tiered offers available for those who become Valiant. Okay, so you got to be Valiant first of all. This offer allows you to select items of several tiers. How it works: purchase keys from the Fantastic Force sale. Unlock any 2 items from tier 1 to access tier 2. Unlock 2 items from tier 2 to access tier 3, and so on and so forth. Just 1 item from tier 3 though. Use the tier 4 7-star Fantastic Force Saga rank up 2 to 3. Rank 3 is still very, very powerful. I don't think we're at the stage where that's like willy-nilly yet. To unlock this tier 5 7-star Fantastic Force Awakening Gem. Okay, there's some very good champions in the Saga. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. 7-star Signature Stones, 7-star Hero Crystals, and rank up. So this seems like a mix of RNG stuff being crystals and then actual guaranteed rank up assets. So could be a little fun on there. What's up, Ice Tweet? How you doing, man? Curd. Yeah, it looks like there's... I'm not seeing a web store. If any of you guys see anything in the actual web store, let me know, because so far it's been 100% very much to your benefit to participate in the web store portion of the sale, if there is a web store portion. So that's always something to keep in mind. Who is Valiant already? Seems impossible. It's so new, man. It's so new. Wallets are ready to get torched. Remember though, and I love that. I think you did the pun on purpose there, Kazuri. Human Torch is supposed to be in the sale at the end of this month. I did a video on, it's a simulation, right? We got that from Chappie. I'm like, hey, here's how you boost and stuff to take a 6-star Ascended and make them basically a 7-star. Dude's ridiculous. Ridiculous. What's up, Brennan? What's up, Mr. B? Hey, K2, how you doing, bud? Or Kaitu? I'm doing great, man. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Mr. Building is saying keys are $50. It's a lot of cash, man. That's a lot of cash. Let's see what one key gets you, okay? If I'm looking at this properly, I think that it's kind of those things where like the first items might seem a little overpriced, but it's the big stuff. So it's kind of like that's what they're doing. They're getting the kind of the chase idea out. Yeah, I mean, an awakening gem. You can buy 3 of them, or you need 3 keys. I think you need 3 keys to get this. So that's pricey. All right, let's see who's actually in the pool. Let's go over this together. Grintra, great champion. Mojo, great champion. MCoC is a champion. Mordo can be good. Kindred is a good defender. Enchantress is a defender that will drive you insane. Diablo is a good champion. Bastion's obviously a good champion. Red Skull is a good champion. Okay. I'm not going to read every single champion here. So the first thing I want to get across to everybody, I know you know this, if you're watching this, you know this, but I think it's good to hear someone say it, remind you, is there are some big misses in this crystal. There's some huge hits. There's some big misses. Keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. There are massive misses in here, all right? Like, I want Zola too, right? I think he's gonna be one of my most wanted from the changeover here of the Titan Crystal next week. But I could walk away with Invisible Woman. I would not be happy about that. I would be extremely not happy. In the web store, you can buy the keys. Oh, is the web store now up, dude? Like we've been refreshing, and there's been nothing for the web store. Okay, there is web store. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you brought that to our attention. Thanks, dude. It looks like you can buy keys, and it's coming with the research grant. If I remember, Cat Murdoch's graphic for Mr. Fantastic, which is kind of like the Saga champion for this. You need the research grant keys for that. It says use the Fantastic keys in game, purchasing the lowest tiers, blah, 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 yada. So it's basically the same message. It's just for the same $50, you get these research grants, which will help you get Mr. Fantastic. Again, I haven't had a chance to test Mr. Fantastic. Like I chose to do Human Torch. I think he's a lot more exciting, a lot more clearly going to make a dent in like war, battlegrounds. Mr. Fantastic is a good champion. He is a good champion. I don't think his days are over. I think he's a little bit on the back half of his career. But as this game continues to move more and more like soft to hard counters, whatever term you want to call that, but to counters, dude, all they have to do is release 2, even just one really strong Mystic Defender, like as we're seeing, and that Mr. Fantastic happens to be phenomenal for, and he's right back in the spotlight. Like he's good enough where he's constantly like, he's on the bench, he's ready, he's warmed up, he's on the on-deck circle, just ready to go. He's a good champion. But you're not going to see me like chasing him and stuff like that, MSD web stores up now. Thank you, dude. Mr. Fantastic wants higher sig. Yeah, I mean, I'm filming all my top 10s right now, and like for a lot of champions, I'm trying to be like, do they need the awakening? And for almost literally every champion, it's like, do they need it? No. Are they better with it? Yes. Are this is a higher escalating sig even better? Absolutely. Like 9 out of 10, or maybe it's like 8 out of 10 champions are like that. So yeah, you're not wrong. What's up, Pablo? All right, so I mean, those are the champions in the pool. If you're if you like to gamble, man, and that fits within your budget, I think go for it. Have some fun. Make sure it fits your budget, and keep in mind that the 4th of July sale is coming up in literally 3 weeks and 2 days. Literally 3 weeks and 2 days. So 23 days from now. So keep that in mind. All right, let's go and take a look at what's actually available here. Get Fantastic for 7-star crystal shards. So these are just shards. Do we know how many shards you need to make a crystal? I wonder if that's on the crystals tab. Let's go ahead and take a look. So you can see how many you would need for that. If you know the answer, shout it out. Don't need to raise your hand and wait for me to call on you. You can just shout it out in the chat. I find myself humorous. All right. Reunion crystals. Very cool. You can see I was at the web store getting my free stuff. Oh no, actually that was the promo code from the last live stream. As we scroll through this, Trader's Outpost. Thank you. I would have just sat there and like scrolled for hours. It's in the Trader's Outpost. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So you can trade those in. We're not going to take up stream time right now for that. Your research grant. Oh, I think maybe you're answering. I think you're maybe answering another question, man. Let's go back to scrolling through the crystals, man. Let's go back to scrolling through these here crystals. And I know that's why y'all tuned in. You're like, no one scrolls through crystals like my man Vega. When it comes to scrolling through crystals. Well, that's different. Am I missing something? Is it like really obvious how many shards are needed for a crystal? Can you guys see that? Again, you don't need to raise your hand. You don't need to raise your hand. You can just shout it out. I think you may need the shards to have the crystal appear. Ah, very clever, Brennan. And I think you're probably correct. That's a barrier to purchasing, though. Like that's one of those ones where it's like, sure, I'll spend money and have no idea what I'm getting. Like, I mean, chances are it's 15,000 shards creates a crystal, I think. But I would not like bet all I own on that. I think it's probably that. Yeah, my guess is 15, but that's a guess. Yeah, as soon as Brent said, it just seems very logical. This is one of those differences between logical and like good idea, right? You have to guess. What is it? Exactly? Pablo's kind of hitting the thing. It's logical that it's 15. Does that make it a good idea for us to like jump in and not know how deep the ocean is? No, it's not. All right, so there's that. Until we get an answer, I really can't give you a full analysis on that in any way, shape, or form. But you do have to buy 2 of them. So again, logically, it makes sense that it that you would get 1 crystal for $100. For $100, you could possibly get 1 crystal. So, okay. I do not think there's going to be an opening today, folks. Just got to tell you. It's early, and I never say never, but I have a strong feeling there might not be an opening today. Let's see. So for $150, you can get a MCoC, and you could take your MCoC to rank 2. All right. No one wants to see acquire a 5 or 6 star. This is only available to Valiant players. Sorry guys, I need to have a drink of water. All right. So, as of now, you buy 1, 2, 3, 4 keys. You've spent $200. You got yourself a 7-star MCoC. You can take him to rank 2. He's unawakened. And then you can get a collection of 5 and 6-star champions, ranging from Psycho Man to Gore the God Butcher. Congratulations. So then for another $50, I really didn't want to do this, but this is the only way to try to make this even remotely entertaining. You now, if you were somehow awakened your 7-star MCoC, can now put 10 signature stones into him, and you are now up to $250. Congratulations. It gets better. For now $300. What is this? You get more 6-star and 5-star champions, 20 of them. This is I wonder if they Do they know what they put out? Because these crystals look really good. Like someone spent time on these, you know? Someone spent a lot of time, man. What is this nonsense, dude? All right, here's where I as we're looking at it, and someone called this out in the chat, and I appreciate you doing it. I don't know, man, you're kind of selling me on it. It's like, screw 4th of July. I don't want Human Torch. I want 7-star MCoC at Sig 10. Yeah. With a certain synergy and in a really weird Battlegrounds meta, he's not terrible. All right, that's what I want. Don't tell me what to do. Someone pointed this out. Zola is in here. You know what, man? Here's the thing. This is a huge joke. What's up, Torrance? Thank you very much for the donation, man. Thank you very much. Let me put that up on here. Oh, man. Let me know if you got a question or anything, buddy. It's a huge joke. No, thanks, man. Hey, Mandalorian, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for being here. This is Out of Touch. Yeah, so you almost made me sing that song from I think it's the 90s. Don't worry, I ain't gonna sing. Don't worry about it. All weird voices will be saved for joking about this. One of the things I like to do when I see this is like, I like when the sale is so far to this that I'm like, I'm good. Like, oh, this is cool. Make some jokes and move on. Because what it needs to be is like, one, I'm not that tempted. But two, I think this is basically for like the Usafas of the world. TC, thank you so much for the donation, man. Or for the membership. That's awesome. I think this is for the Usafas of the world, and that's okay. You know, like, or for me, it's okay. I've kind of accepted that I'm gonna get my ass kicked by those people in Battlegrounds. And it is what it is, man. I'm okay with my arcane. We had over 100,000 people participating in the Gladiator circuit this season. I was in the top 3,000. There are very few things in life where I'm in the top 3%. Very, very few where I'm in the top 3%. And like, I'm cool with that, man. And if someone like Usafa wants to drop $1,000 on this and get a rank 3 MCoC, I'm okay with it. I really, really am. And in many ways, I'm actually like happy about it because I think it helps make these crystals very shiny and keeps the game going and stuff like that. That's how I feel. I don't know. You all tell me. I'm curious what you all are thinking. Almost sounded like you said Gore the God. Maybe I did, Aaron. Maybe I did. The only champion is Bastion Zola. So someone said that I'm trying. I am vamping a little bit with a purpose. Let me think about how I can phrase this. I did the deep dive reactions. I did them as shorts. I thought they would perform better as shorts and I thought they were more suited towards shorts, although they were a little long for shorts. If you saw them, I would love feedback on them. You could let me know because I do want to continue doing the deep dive reactions, but to do them like as a whole video feels like not the way to go, at least for me right now. But I do want my thoughts out there. I think it's important in the video game sense of the word important. And I'll just put it this way. When you see my Nico new champion video, I really think you should watch it. I really, really, really think you should watch it. I think you should watch the Carolina one too. But yeah. And so if Nico and Carolina were in this crystal, I will admit, I'm dumb enough to be tempted. I would have been dumb enough to be like, let's do it. But they're not. They're not in the crystal here. And they're not going to be in the Titan. Right? I'm not seeing them. But they are Saga. And so I'm assuming, although You know what? Did the email say that you could use this on any Saga champion? The Sig Stones? Or did it say it's limited to this pool? Do we know that? Has anyone seen like official confirmation? I read the in-game message and I was not keen in on that part of it. So if they included it, I was not paying attention. This is trash. That's a word that could be used. What's up, Kick Rocks? This is the equivalent of the OG Vision sale before 4th of July. That makes sense too. Yeah. They offer they make a series of bad offers. Yeah. I think this only really makes sense for your massive whales out there. I didn't think it was going to be this. Yeah, how did we get the 7-star Richard for free? Oh yeah, so you collect these. One, Cat Murdoch did a phenomenal graphic, okay, and I'm glad Kabam's been using those on their live streams and officially using them more and more and more. If you don't know who Cat Murdoch is, she does have a YouTube channel. She posts on it from time to time. She's much more active on Twitter. I wish she'd been more active on Blue Sky. Cat, you heard me? I don't know. I care. And she laid that all out there on how to get it. It looks like you get it through via playing the game, stuff like that. If I understood the graphic correctly, I don't think you need to spend any money dollars to it. You do need to be active in the game. Jeez, I wanted to do some sort of opening today, but I'm all for having fun. But I'm not gonna like kick myself in the nuts so you guys can be entertained. You know what I mean? Like it's got to make some sense, and this just makes no sense for me. Anyways, yeah, because Carolina and Nico are not in here, like at all, in any way, shape, or form, and even the Six Stones. Yeah, Stink. I mean, I like set up a stream. I made a thumbnail. I got you all here and to do something fun. But like I said, man, I mean, I'm all for trying to be entertaining, but I'm not gonna like injure myself to be entertaining. And that's what this would feel like to me. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna save my money. If you're really interested in the champions, don't do this to yourself. Like, honestly. Maybe someone will see something I don't, but I'm not seeing the value here. And even this, it says get Fantastic Force 7-star 6 stones. Notice it doesn't say like Saga. And I realize the Saga is Fantastic Force. So again, there's a logical like assumption that you could use this on any champion that's in the Saga, but it doesn't say that. And so even that, I would be like, I would wait till there's like official confirmation. Like it is just hitting. Well, here we go. So, I mean, this actually even has the logo. Let's make it 7-star only. Okay. I mean, Zola, Bastion, Dark Phoenix, Nico, If those 6 stones don't work on these champions, it would be it would be a really large blunder, right? Like I feel pretty confident that they're going to be usable here. So if you want to do that, man, but that is a really pricey set of 6 stones. Is the way I feel. Thanks, Christopher. If you want to be entertaining, you mentioned singing. Ain't no one want to hear me sing, man. Ain't no one wants to hear that. What about light essence? I see it shop. You can trade. Yeah, I think that's the thing there, man. Is you trade it in there. I just spent money on $1,500 for IVF in vitro for. Hey, dude. Hey, best of luck to you all. Oh, I hope that goes phenomenally for you and your family. No, Marat, this looks like it, dude. I think this is the analogy that's been put forth is this is similar to they used to do a Vision offer that was always very, very expensive, and it was I forgot that it was before 4th of July because I don't know if I ever bought it ever. And yeah, this feels like the equivalent. Is there anything for free or no? I'm not seeing anything for free. I'm not seeing a single. This feels like a massive whale. Like I mean like your huge, the blubberiest of the blubbery, like the people who are winning banquet sort of scenarios. This is not for your casual whales. This isn't for, you know, the analogy I always like, hey, no one feels badly buying golf clubs, right, to support their hobby. This is not that. This is like you bought all the golf clubs and the store and the Ferrari from the person that owned it before you, sort of thing. The unit deals technically, but you shouldn't spend. Yeah, don't spend your units on that. It's all RNG. But yes, technically you're correct. Cool. That's fun. And then the double track is available today. Let's take a quick look at that as well. The video's doing terribly, so it is what it is. I'm not gonna spoil. Betsy here at Captain Britain, she's not even like a good defender in that like the specials aren't tough to evade or anything. And it's not like you can really skill your way around her, right? It's not like Kindred, maybe, where if you don't have a good counter, you know, you can skill your way. And so there's a challenge that way. Betsy's more like they're just saying, like, you must use Jack-o'-lantern. You must use champions who don't crit and don't have shock and bleed. Like, they might as well have just made that her ability kit. I'm kind of not kidding. Like, if they had just said, this is Captain Britain, Betsy Braddock. Don't crit her, don't bleed her, don't shock her, don't knock her down. You'll be fine. And there you go. Oh, and push her to her special too. And so I like, it's one of those things, man. Like, where the value. I mean, let's take a look at this. You know, for $25. I mean, I think your very logical players will probably get this, right? I think logically, if you're like, I've got $25 to spend, what's a great way to spend it? I think this makes sense because all of this stuff clearly adds up to more than what Kabam typically prices at $25. Okay, I am not arguing that at all. You can get a 7-star champion who I honestly don't think she's going to get a buff because I don't think she's bad. I think she's probably going to do what they wanted her to do, which was require a counter in Battlegrounds and questing. And she can't do things on offense. It's just, she feels like a mutant from like 3 or 4 years ago. It's very strange. But again, as we've said, all Kabam has to do is put out a skill attacker or defender that requires what Betsy does, and she has increased value on attack. But I mean, just the 7-star shards alone from going through this track are not bad. There's a lot of like ISO and stuff. Like this is something where my level on the 583 account, my level of whaling, this doesn't move the needle. I'm like, okay, 6-star shards. I'm going to trade those in at the sigil when I possibly can. 6-star sig stones. Those are 6-star, right? Yeah, 6-star. I'm like, all that's going to do is take me time when they expire in my stash to go through and use them. Like that's like, I look at that more as like, dude, I don't want to be asked to use those. And I did say asked. I didn't say asked. I'm like, because it feels like I'm being asked. The units are not bad, don't get me wrong. I get all these boosts from the Super Daily event. I guess not the green one, but I mean, I'm probably getting my ass kicked in that Wheel of Fate quest next week at this time and wish I had some of those. But I'm willing to learn that I needed them. Energy, I sell energy. ISO, I sell ISO. I have more than enough gold. It's just like, there's nothing exciting. There's nothing that makes me want to say, yeah, $25 on a video game sounds like fun today. when I know I'm going to be whaling in just a few weeks on the 4th of July. I don't know how big I'm going to go, but I know I'm going to go pretty big. Or at least I think I will, unless offers are terrible, but they're not. They won't be. We all know that. And then like 50 Titan shards. Like, again, I'm not like upset that if this was a free gift, I'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you. But I don't want Betsy for Battlegrounds. I think that's her role, is to be a Battlegrounds defender, to make your opponent kind of get screwed if they don't have a counter. Fortunately, there are some good counters too. I showed that in the video. But yeah, like, I understand logically. I'm not arguing that this is not a good value if you add up all the various things. But I don't feel like spending 25 bucks to slowly accumulate a bunch of stuff that I'm going to have to sell. Like, look at this. Like, you tell me, should I spend $25 for more of this? Honestly, I'm curious. Mr. Antex not buffed. He's mid. He is kind of in the middle of my tier list. Now, we don't rank the really bad champions who aren't worth your resources. So technically, he's mid. I do think he's like good though. I really do. I really do think he's good. And why are 7-star shards still $100 for the game? Because that's just the value they set, man. And because people like gambling, you know? Again, this is the difference between me saying, like, this makes logical sense and here's why, right? It's all about getting the 7-star platinum pool. So I already have that. I mean, I agree with you though, Brennan. You're right. I'm in for the value of it, not the chase. So I completely get that. My own personal, very narrow perspective is I'm literally just buying a bunch of this. And so why would I pay $25 for a champion I have no interest in ranking up at all? I don't do arena, so it's not like, cool, she gives me even teams of 7 stars. And, you know, more 7-star crystals so I can awaken my MCoC that I spent $200 in the event getting, and more energy and potions that I'm going to sell. Like, it's just... Yeah, everyone gets different value out of the double track. 100%, Kevin, 100%. Like, again, if you came to me and you're like, hey, man, this looks like great value, 25 bucks fits my budget, I'd be like, dude, get it for sure. But we then need to, like, you know, take that and apply it to our specific situations. And in mine, I mean, yeah, you're never going to, I'm not going to sit here and say $25 is, dude, that's nothing. Dude, that's 25 bucks, man. I can take my daughter out to lunch today for 25 bucks. Create some nice memories. Have a really nice time, man. Go to a nice place, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not, it doesn't excite me enough to want to spend money on the game. And in fact, like I've said multiple times, and I'm going to stop saying it, the vast majority of the things I would get out of it is just stuff that would annoy the crap out of me because this stupid box turns red and bounces. The web store deals are non-existent. They've gone away again. There was like a key, you know, like $50 for a key, and then you could get a thingamajiggy. The like the token basically that you save up to get Mr. Fantastic. Save my money for Switch 2 accessories and games tonight at midnight. So like, no joke. And this is, I think, shows you like how big this game is and how many different people play it and the different ways we're all playing it. Is I know that there are some. I want to think of the right way, because I definitely don't mean it as a negative, and it's a compliment. It's a nice thing. There's some very logical, analytical players who will be like, no, this is incredible value, and I definitely agree with that. The real world way it works out for someone like myself, it becomes a pain in the ass, and I'm like, why did I spend $25 on something that's just going to annoy me? Those both can exist in the same world, right? And so for someone who's like, hey man, 25 bucks, that gets me like what, 5% of the way to a Switch? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. My sons are pumped for the Switch 2 tomorrow. That's cool, man. I'll get one eventually. I'm excited for it. Switch is good. Switch is really good. But wouldn't boosting the platinum track make the game very inclined towards pay to win? I mean, if we're really gonna like talk about it, which I'm happy to do, DTF, and I think we'll play the game here at least for a few minutes. Is I've come to understand what the term pay to win means, right? Just like the term mid. I used to think the term mid meant bad. And I realized, no, it literally means like the middle, like mid, like, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, the game is pay to win though. Like, I don't know how else to explain that. And I do think it is about how far, right? We talk about this all the time on this channel, is like, there's almost always like in life, this really beautiful middle spot that's like warm and almost everyone's having fun except for people at the extremes. And not that like I want anyone to get asked out, but like honestly, if people are going to be extreme, if we make them happy, then that means the vast majority of everyone else is unhappy, right? And so like this platinum track I think is great. That's why I keep saying like people were very logical in his values and dude, go get it. I would tell you, go get it. This is a good use of your $25. The way it plays out for me is I don't like it. Now, if Captain Britain had been a champion I liked, like let's say Nico had been in the platinum track, oh man, that would have been the first thing we bought. I would have been like, Fantastic Force, who the hell cares, man? We're getting Nico. And I would have like, you know how they sell like the boosters? I would, how many do I have to buy? Like, here's my credit card. We're good. We're getting Nico. Like, and I'm trying to be humorous with how I say it, but I actually mean that. So yeah. So I'm all good, man. I think it's great. It just like, I think this sale is good for you softball level whales out there. And I'm like, cool, man. Yeah. Get an extra K out of them. That's awesome. They have fun. They blubbery. I love it. I absolutely love it. They beat me in Battlegrounds. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Cause it's great for the game, right? As far as earning money. I'm also very happy when players who like are playing differently than me on a lower spending spectrum get something cool. I'm like, cool, that's awesome, man. I'm all pumped up. How do you get the keys? By spending $50. You can buy them. So yeah, whales keep it very same here, Kurt. Same here, man. You know, we got players like Barrow, and I don't know. I just use Barrow because he's the easiest to utilize for this because I think everyone knows him. We got players like Barrow. I mean, he's not a massive whale, you know, and he's good enough where he keeps winning in Battlegrounds. I'm not as good at the skill portion of the game as him, and so I get my ass kicked. I'm fine with that. I am so fine with that. There's no other way to get the keys. Not that I could tell, Joma. Like, no, this is a spending event for sure. Okay, thanks. No need to keep the light essence. Man, it's MCoC and Kabam. So yes, as of right now, everything I know is there's no reason to keep the light essence unless you have enough to buy Lumitrix again, and that there won't be more for sale. But it's MCoC and Kabam, and so dude, you never like. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just stating a fact. I do think it's a fact that. But in all likelihood, yeah, you're fine to sell them. Want to play a friendly? Yeah, you know, let's just play some friendlies real quick. What's up, Z? Is everyone in V2 again this season? I'm late to the stream, but this seems like it's been sold to me. $50 Yes, it's absolutely yes. Dean, yes. Like there's no other. I'm not even doing an opening. In fact, at some point I'll change the title to definitely not. I was like, and an opening? Probably. Like, nope, I don't want people tuning in thinking there's going to be an opening. Thank you for your class. Thanks, Mandalorian. No, this month is an outrageously busy one for me. I don't even know if I'll be streaming on Friday. I've been trying to stream Wednesdays and Fridays. And I've been saying that, like, hey, as we move into the summer, probably not gonna be able to keep that up exactly. I want to spend time with my kids, man. You only get so much time with your kids when they're young, and I really want to capitalize on that. And then, of course, I've got my own job, and then I continue to make a renewed effort. Not renewed, that's not the right word. A more and more like conscious effort on the channel. I don't know if you all have kind of noticed there's a bit of an upload schedule. And we're doing the semi-annual top 10s for the year. I always enjoy doing those in December and June. And so the first one will be actually coming out on the 6th, on Friday. That's already uploaded and ready to go. And the other thing is this Friday, it's a big end of the school kind of thing for our family here. So I'm probably not streaming this Friday, but you should see me. I'm currently on my schedule. I've penciled in to be streaming the new Everest content when it drops next Wednesday, and then to stream again on Friday. Yeah, we got a packed schedule. I for those who don't know, when you see me do that, I'm looking at my calendar. I have a chalkboard here that I've written everything up on. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? Yeah, a bunch of people have been talking about the Switch. People are pumped, dude. Why are you in Diamond on main? I only got dropped to Vibranium. Dude, Chop, I have no clue, man. The kind of additional thing to like what I'm talking about, how busy I am. I am, unless something dramatic changes, and it'd have to be dramatic, I am going to really take this Battleground season off. I've done very few matches in the off season, and I just know what my schedule looks like. I know what my upload schedule looks like with this channel. Like I said, I want to spend time with my kids. I have a vacation coming up at the end of the month. And as I just found out that I think we're doing a little remodeling here on the home. And so I'm probably traveling for like 3 weeks in July too. I'll be needing to work, but kind of try to get a little bit of fun in, again, with the kids and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, and so that all leads to like pushing this Battleground season. Like I need to actively avoid that because it'll be a time sink for me as opposed to something I'm really enjoying, getting content out on and stuff like that. And then, you know, when we come back in like August or something like that, I'll get back into it because I really do enjoy the mode. And I don't think taking a season or two off is really a big deal. You kind of just miss the meta. You don't really miss like. You miss the specific meta. You don't really miss the bigger, broader, hey, these champions are good here and that sort of thing meta, in my opinion. Also dropped to Diamond. Yeah. What rank was that Angela banned? I think it was R36200. I felt a little badly banning it, to be honest. I wasn't paying enough attention early on. If Mando places, yeah, okay. So I've said this in a few videos, and I recorded the best skill champions video. Just slight spoiler. And in there, and I've said this for a while now, is I fought Illumitrix once last season in Battlegrounds. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm never doing this again until I can put together a how to fight Illumitrix video. Well, I haven't put that video out, so y'all are about to see something pretty nasty. It's about to get nasty around here. What's Night Rain, bud? Let me know. Is that an Elden Ring game? I'm familiar with that game because Cat Murdoch loves it. Man, did he really just parry my striker? Yeah, I got greedy, man. And now he's in his invisible stage, so that's fun. We lost our energy vulnerability. This is good, this is good, this is good. Good, good, good. Can't hit him, that's fun. Good, 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 good. Even better, this is getting better. Man, that fight was going so well until it wasn't. What, like Cyclops? I think Cyclops is the natural counter to him with the that true focus buff, right? Counter, miss, and evade. The laugh, you know. I would think, you know, it'd be interesting. And I just did the short on it today. Was Serpent. That man is busted, dude. I actually have not done the Cosmic Top 10 yet. And one of the main reasons I have not recorded it is I can't decide between Serpent and Deathless Thanos. Who's better? Just so you guys know, because I'm curious on your thoughts. If you guys give me your thoughts on this, it'd be really helpful to me. Is the formatting is basically like healthy enjoyment. It's not gonna be as competitive as you want to be. Whatever you're enjoying, it's not stressful. So if you are high tier Battlegrounds player, great. If you're not, great. So Battlegrounds, questing and all questing, like story content, act content, EOP style, whatever we're getting on Wednesday, Everest, like just great in quests, right? And then a little bit of war. Wars, I'm kind of trying to treat wars like more of a tiebreaker. And I literally can't choose between Serpent and Deathless Thanos. They're both amazing. And yes, I am talking about as attackers. I am including dual threat, again, as like a bit of a tiebreaker. I gotta focus up a little bit here. Did I do that too late? I did. Good job, dude. That was really smart. What did I do? Did I bring him down below 2 bars of power? I did, didn't I? This is good, man. See? So lose. I don't deserve to win. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so Deathless Thanos and Serpent, I like, to me, they're tied. Because they are different, like, they each have benefits, right? Like, Serpent doesn't need to put any debuffs on. Thanos does, right? Like, but Thanos, I think, is just so much quicker and, like, just gets into it faster and dominant. But then once Serpent gets rolling, I mean, I literally showed a short of Serpent taking out Bullseye in Battlegrounds, and it won me around because... So they had drafted a good counter to Serpent, when there are a good amount of those now. They do exist. So then they place Bullseye. So it's like, oh, I turned around and used Serpent. I had seen it on Captain Judah's stream. I did not do it as well as he did, but it was good enough. And I messed up the SB2 evade. Serpent, you just stand there, man, and he like starts gaining power. I mean, that's like what's supposed to make him powerful. Like that's it. And you know, I love power gain in champions. I don't know. I'll read the chat after this. Which one you think is quote unquote the one? And this is like some level of like, if I wasn't doing a top 10 list, would it actually matter? And I think the answer is no. But it's a top 10 list, so you know. Oh man, that clipped. And that was my chance to dude. I'm glad this was a friendly. Judo has skills like a Jedi. Yeah, he's a very good player. And he was, thanks, man. I appreciate you taking it easy on me, man. I can do one more friendly. I will, I don't know. I can't guarantee I'll play better, but I'll try. Okay, this idol is a menace. Pablo, I think he is. If you were watching that whole fight though, Dazzler had it. Dazzler had it down. I went for an intercept when he had a bar of power, which obviously I shouldn't do. You just have to manage her dazzling dash, because I think the main threat from Lumitrix is the evade, the main defensive threat. Then if that comes online, then the mist does this too as well, right? That's my understanding. Over the next few weeks, I plan on getting out a video on how to fight him and Yelena. Cirque God, you think OJ Highland? Yeah, You can't choose between them, man. One thing I love about your channel is that you're honest and promote spending time over spending on a phone game. 100% spending time with your family will always outweigh a phone game. Thanks, Kira. Yeah, man. I take this seriously because it's so funny because sometimes people come out and they're like, you know, you have a YouTube channel on this game. And you seem very upset sometimes and very happy. I'm like, yeah, it's. I take my fun seriously, so I take this seriously and I take my channel seriously. But yeah, sometimes it's time to put the phone away, you know? I mean, I didn't buy anything. Ian, all this time you were not subscribed? Well, welcome. Welcome to the club, man. We hit 25K the other day. That was huge. I was really, it was a nice milestone to hit. Yeah, Aaron, Amanda took it easy on me there. Amanda took it easy on me. Thanks, Amanda. I appreciate it, buddy. Straight shooter. Yeah, buddy. And as you know, sometimes I could learn, and I've tried. I've actually gotten better at being a little less blunt, because my intention's not to hurt feelings. It's really not. And sometimes that happens, and that's not my intention. I don't like doing that, man. Especially when people are just trying to be nice people, you know? They're just trying to be nice. So, yeah. I love playing with my Nick, man. So that's another one. Okay, so I'm not getting a lot of thoughts here on Serp versus Deathless Thanos. Who's the best skill? This one, I'm surprised I'm having as much difficulty on it as I have. In fact, I think I said I recorded skill. I'm gonna re-record it because I was not happy with how it went. And part of it is I literally, again, cannot choose the best between Nick Fury, Shield, and Crossbones. I think it just totally comes down to what mode do you enjoy most, what benefits you most, right? Like, I think Nick is the best dual threat. Crossbones is the best attacker in skill for sure, and possibly the whole shebang. And Shield is just a solid A- in literally everything. Like questing, war, long form, short form, battlegrounds, dual threat. Like, what I've done is I've started just putting them all into tiers, and that's been really helpful. And that's the highest tier. Here's what you guys think. Crazy Connect. We'll see how long this takes, bud. So, well, let's see here. Let's see how this goes. The node may screw me over pretty bad. I think this fight's doable. I want to think how to do this fight. The node's gonna hurt. This node's got yeah, conflictor. We'll see how long this takes. Crazy Connect. But I love that you want to play, man. Let's focus in a little bit. I'm aware that it's just going to sound like a bunch of excuses. It is time for me to switch out this phone. This phone is not only an older version, and it struggles significantly more, and I can tell. But it is smaller, and I have completely gotten used to playing with the bigger phone. Are you kidding me right now? There's definitely a way to do this. I have not done it properly. Yeah, that was a rank 3 dust, right? Unawakened, so I didn't have to worry about that. Yeah. What'd you do, Pablo? 100%. You got that fight down. If I got that fight down, I mean, like, you've got the strat down. That's really nice, man. That's a pretty fight. Pablito's a great player, if you guys don't know Pablo. Nick is so fun now that he's... I'm sorry, I didn't hesitate. Or, same here, Mando. Like, literally same here. It was just like, I felt like future Ant-Man may have been, like, smarter. Like, again, this is, like, the logical. I was like, dude, Nick is so outrageously good. Speaking of Nick being outrageously good. We'll finish this. I want to read through the chat because I can see you guys making a lot of comments I want to respond to, but I can't. Well, I would say I can't and play well, but I'm not playing well. So there's that. Oh, and I just realized what you're saying, Mando. Yes. I can't go back now. It's not very fair making me laugh right now, but we'll allow it. Damn, I needed to not let those fall off. I thought we had done it. Come on, dude. Bro, what the hell are you waiting for, man? Throw it. Dude, did she... Is there an AI manipulation on this node that I'm not aware of? Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Mando was making me laugh. Recently found out chi counters miss. Dude, yeah. Dude, she's really, really good. When I took her to rank 4, that wasn't just like a kicks and giggles move. She's excellent. Nah, nice matchup, Pablito. Let's talk to the chat. We'll see how long this takes, and then maybe we'll do one more. I just pulled Penny today. Pablo is super stoked. My son's... that's awesome, Brendan. Okay, Canuck says, sorry to ask again. I probably missed because I was at work and missed a portion of the stream. And I've taken so long to answer this, you're probably missed again. How do you get Human Torch Mystery? I don't understand how to get them. No worries, Carrick. It's not spam, man. I just miss questions sometimes. Human Torch is going to be what I can tell, like the final milestone stone. Like he's not a trophy champion, but a trophy champion for the 4th of July. He's going to be incredibly expensive. Okay, so there's that. Mr. Fantastic appears to be more like the Saga champion, let's call it, for this Saga. Through playing the game, I believe you can earn him for free. Now, some of those challenges are going to be pretty difficult, but you're going to get those research grants, I believe they're called, and then you'll be able to turn them in for Mr. Fantastic. Mandalorian, I do Serpent for attack. Thanos is good, but Serp is better. Dude, I think the ease of playing Serpent is what might push him over for me. Like I said in the short, I'm like, and I was trying to be fun to like, but also be serious on it to make people realize like how simple it is. It's like, literally just stand there. Just don't move. and you gain power. And then you throw your special. And now you handle, miss, and evade. That's it. And if you mess up, you go immortal. So you're solid. You're good. Serpent is the best cosmic. Yeah. Serpent just because of defensive abilities. Thanos isn't tough, just a lot of health. Yeah, when I've died to Thanos in Battlegrounds, it's because I'm trying too hard to hurry. But that's essentially what he's supposed to do, is stall you out or force you into a stupid mistake. Hey, what's up, Tobias? Okay, I'm starting to make a name for herself too. I mean what I say, like with Okoye. I just want her to like not get bug fixed or whatever you want to call it for like, honestly, probably 2 months. I've been saying a month, but I've realized now that it's time to actually like do the rankings. Like 2 months. Like I want 2 months of Okoye just working the way she's supposed to. I have not followed her Saga too closely because I don't have her, but every month I've been like, oh, okay, Koya works now. And then like 3 days into that month, you find out, oh, no, she's bugged. I'm like, okay. I think Serpent. Okay, Serpent's pretty winning here. I think Luma's also a great dual threat for skill. He is. So let's go through this and then we can go back to that because I think I am going to... Is this just offense? No, it's just like the best. It's just I'm not going to put like Enchantress on there because she's such a good defender, but her offensive use is so terrible. I know like 3 people out there are like, no, I understand she can do things, but these defenders are just so horrible, man. You ban Domino, they have Bishop. You ban Bishop, they have Dust. I think that's the point. And that kind of tails into what Breno was saying there too. And I think it's undeniable, right? Like I did the video on all the defenders. And I think one of the things that makes it so difficult is not only is there the game knowledge standpoint, which I feel very comfortable. Like I know it. There's now the like not only the knowing the evades and the animations, but then also the ability to actually pull them off physically. And I'm very comfortable with the fact that I'm not that great. I'm okay there. But like as you just saw, some of the gameplay is often like borderline bad, right? And some of that, that's just some like not knowing, like, and then you add the nodes on and then the speed at which you can move. I'm not kidding. My phone is a terribly different size. I also think it's just not responding very well on the left side anymore, which is kind of an important part. And so I think that adds a lot on. And as the game is moving more and more, and I can't think of a better analogy. You guys probably know better than me, to be honest, because I don't play a lot of other games, but it's feeling more and more like a card game where it's like, okay, my opponent has pulled this very powerful defender. Fortunately, I've got access to a very powerful answer who answers that defender. You could have an incredibly powerful attacker, but if they don't answer that defender, there might as well be a crappy one. And it feels more and more like the game is leaning into that, and they're doing that by making more and more defenders. And again, the top 10s, like having recorded 3 of them, I'm going to re-record skill. The common theme, one of the most common theme is these attackers are good and there is a place for them right now. Right? Like, you guys are going to be surprised by Mystic. I mean what I'm saying. And you guys have seen me go out there and say these things before. And maybe I've been wrong before. I don't know. I don't recollect that. But you've seen me be right? Like over time, people are like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually correct. And a lot of it's because there's a bunch, like a tier, where they're all really good. It's just the biggest, baddest defensive ass and things like that. One of them's the best for. And so, to me, that makes them the best. I think I explained that well. I started to get into like NDA territory, and I don't want to flirt with that. What's up, K-Dog? No chance. You know what, man? I looked in the sofa and I came up about $1,000 short. Sucks. It was expensive. Thanks for kicking my butt, Pablo. That was fun, man. Apparently she's good for solo. She has the heavy station. Who? Oh, Penny? Yeah, I saw that on the Discord the other day. You guys were talking about that. What are my thoughts on Cersei? She's good. Cersei's one of these champions where, for me, she's good. She's on my tier list. You can have fun with her. A lot of story questing things you're going to do. You can probably have a lot of fun. When it comes to the more competitive games or the more competitive modes, she's not really answering a lot of the threats. Now, here's the thing, though, is, and this is most easily visible in the relationship between skill and science, is right now the science attackers that, you know, keep coming to mind for me, the one I make a Battlegrounds deck, the ones I'm like, okay, I got to be prepared for them, are Photon is by far the number one, right? I'm sorry, defenders, the science defenders. I think I said attackers. And then there's a few other like kind of small threats in here a little bit. Like Spider-Punk's kind of got one. You know, Overseer's got the auto block. But it's really Photon and Thing. And right now, they are both handled by Crossbones. Therefore, Crossbones is already one of the most valuable attackers in BGs. The fact that he can then go outside and take so many other champions is really helpful for his prominence. But like that's where for me I start like creating the tiers or the value of the champion really comes from, and I know it sucks because then the logical conclusion is if the value is really being made stronger or lower based on the defensive ass, then that means it makes sense for Kabam to make more defenders. I get it. Like I realize that I'm logically falling into the conclusion that it'd be nice if there were some science defenders. And as much as I don't want too many defenders, what I basically don't want is a bunch of 4 out of 5s and 5 out of 5s. I would love a game that's got a ton of 3s and 3.5s and 4s. That I would absolutely love, as I think it becomes more and more of like a game of counters, you know? Oh, and so Cersei, sorry, is I just don't think any of the big bads in tech, she's one of the best options for. And so as a result, she's a very good champion without like a high demand in the most competitive place. Kind of gave me a chance to talk about my thoughts on the game in general. I had 44,000 units, so I buy the 9.2 offer. Wasn't that was like 15,000 units? You got a rank 4, if I recall correctly, and it came with something else, like a Titan, maybe? Yeah, I remember thinking that offer wasn't terrible. I was genuinely considering it, and then we had, I think, the Heart of Fire is what I chose to do and waited on. I chose to do that instead. I think it's reasonable if you're someone who's carrying around that many units. The one thing I'd say is like, you know, we got 4th of July coming up. I think 4th of July typically has unit offers where you buy it and then you get a bunch of units that you then spend on like a store sort of thing. Meaning if you're not someone who's spending money on the game, you might want to hold on to those units for 4th of July. That's my memory on 4th of July events. Quicksilver is pretty annoying as a skill defender. So I think a lot of that too is like where you're at in the game. And I'm not saying he's not. Like he has a defensive threat. Again though, Crossbones just hammers him home. And here's the other really interesting thing about it. Like I was, again, doing the top, there's a lot of reasons why I like doing the top 10s. One is people enjoy them. Like it's fun to like, it's like we're all in a bar and we're talking like, who do we think is the best, right? It's fun. I do think I often get to try to, at least every time we do it, at least a few comments like, dude, I didn't know that about that champion. That's really cool. Thanks for telling me that. So that's also great. But the other one is like forces me to really think through. And then every time I go back to the Illuminati afterwards, I'm like, hey, I think we should make these adjustments. And then they let me know their thoughts. And I do think the tier list keeps, the general tier list we do every month keeps getting improved by this process. So there's a lot of reasons why I enjoy doing it. And one of the things that I kind of thought of, which sounds obvious, is again, Photon and Thing are like the big defenders in science. Thing's been out forever. A lot of us know how to fight him without a counter anymore. Both Photon and Thing are bleed immune. And still as a chance, or as a class where you really think of like one of their major characteristics is they bleed. The next one is Shock. Photon's got a ton of energy resistance. And, excuse me. It was late at night, so I didn't confirm. Isn't Thing shock immune? Maybe he's not. Yeah, and Thing is shock immune. So that's also like weird, which again is another reason why Crossbones, I think, is like on such a pedestal, is because the big defenders, not only is he like great for them, and then good for the like kind of step down defenders in the class, but the big bad defenders are literally immune to the damage sources of the rest of the class, which is part of why Okoye has value. It's just like this weird thing. Like, I hope slowly, Kabam, I hope over the next like year and a half to 2 years, Kabam puts out some science defenders. I think that'd be pretty cool. I still rank based on fun, mostly Zola. Zola looks amazing, dude. I think he's somehow like, because of he is an old man, I want Bastion, and he is powerful, don't get me wrong, but somehow I think Zola has become like my most wanted in the Titan when it changes over. I don't know. Oh, Crazy Canuck, dude, I'm sorry. I should have said something. I'm not. I see what time it is, and like I said, I got a lot of. It's a big week for my family. Both of my kids. It's our last week of school, so a lot of celebrating, a lot of going and seeing them do things, and just letting them know I love them and I'm proud of them, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna call the stream here in just a minute. I never realized it's like, I want to be clear. It's not that they barely have any. It's just compared to, I think, the other classes, as far as new, recent, powerful defenders, they ain't got it, man. They're not in the same, class. All right. There are a lot of people streaming right now. I really appreciate so many of you all hanging out as we do this. I know a lot of you are going to go to see your favorite or what you want to see, but we got MCoC Encyclopedia, part of the MCoC Illuminati, one of the most helpful channels in all of the land. And when I see someone like that streaming, we gotta rate him. We gotta rate him. I would love it if you would go and give him a hello for me. I think he's actually on his PC, which is pretty cool. I'm very bad at the PC. I'm very, very bad at the PC. Labor face, right? Mando, got you, man. I got you. Thank you for being here, dude. And I think you understood. I was trying to deliver a message there in a public way. I think you got it. I think I saw you respond. Thanks for being here, Pablo. You have a great day too. Are you going to spin or pop the new batches? Oh, we spin them out, baby. If I get really frustrated, I'll pop them. That's typically a sign that I'm annoyed, though. Oh, Modok at the end. That's right, Crazy Canuck. You're correct. And he's a villain. So Crossbones will have a little bit more trouble with him, probably. And maybe they'll make him like AA immune or something like that. So that'd be cool. All right, y'all. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, seriously, I always hope you pay attention to my channel. And you all are hanging out, and I love that, and I appreciate you all. Tomorrow, you want to see it. Okay? You want to see it. And then the rest of the month, I hope you want to see that too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the generous donation from Torrance and the membership from TC. And I will check you all very, very soon. Take care.